Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm gonna go about my Kaspa mining update. It's basically, well, I haven't done any update for Kaspa. It's been down so much that I had to turn majority of my rigs, but kind of watching closely on the Kaspalytics.com. It's basically, if you go to kaspa.fyi and you go community tools, there's going to be a Kaspalytics, the very last tab over there, right? So when you go there, you just see this hourly transaction report for the last 24 hours. That's basically your profits on your ASIC mining. Also depends on the transactions here per second. So if you see the spikes 500, obviously when it's small, like 20,000 transaction, 20,000 per hour, it's not really gonna add much, just slightly a little bit here and there. So basically, if you're comparing your report, for example, my KS3M, look at that, it just my board dash, one of the boards down again. So what I have to do, usually in that case, I just have to yeah, it drops like 1,000 watts, so I shut it off and I'll have to turn back on again after a few minutes. It goes 0, so let's wait. Yeah, so, and that's basically what's happening with my KS5M. It's been mining maybe like for 5 days, okay, and then it drops. One of the boards just stops mining. And it's been going on for the last months probably. I don't know why it happened. If the temperature in the tank was too high, it's actually dunked in fluid, so it's not supposed to have any issues, but it does. Maybe my guess is maybe there is a connection to the board that I need to try to reconnect all the boards again, that causing that drop of that board all the time. But anyways, I'm gonna restart it. Usually after a few minutes when I reset it, it's go back to 3200 watts and all of my boards are mining. So I can't use that data right now. I have to go to KS5L, which was not really profitable, but see, it shows you 57 coins a day. Average, based on average hash rate and based on the today network difficulty and the price. Well, price of Kaspa doesn't really matter for the amount of Kaspa here. So really 57 for all of my KS5Ls, 54 for this guy. I don't know why, because the hash rate average is a little bit lower on this one. And by the way, KS5Ls, few of them, look, I had the averages like 1085, 1034, 10.4, 11.4, 11.7, 11.4. So none of them going over 12 terahash, slightly less than 11.7, kind of highest average on K1 pool, sometimes even lower, like 11.4 for this guy. So really not sure what's the deal there, if it's just degradation of the miner. This miner, yeah, did not start fully yet, so the KS5M, I don't have the data, but it will show you, like, yeah, so for example 57 coins, right? And I'm actually getting paid for the last like 3 days, 65, 66, 72, 82. Why is that, right? So their estimation is 57 coins. Why did I get yesterday 65 or day before 66? Or why did I get 82 coins in the same day and makes that miner profitable, right? So really is transactions per second. That's where this website come handy. If you see the spikes 5,000 and you have like about 4, 6, maybe 8 hours of 500,000 transaction per second, I mean per hour, that gives a really good chance that you get an extra Kaspa paid out, because all those transactions paid out to miners, some little percentage, right? So that makes this day, you know, like these couple hours can get you an extra few coins. You know, if you have like 10 hours of constant, like 500,000 or close to 600,000 transaction per hour, that may add like another, you know, 15-20% of Kaspa. And if you have the full day of that, like we used to have before, it's doubled or even triple amount of Kaspa mined. So just keep in mind that's where those transactions per second, that what it comes to the point, like right here. If you have 150 to 100 transaction per second, that makes the that hour pretty much going a little bit higher there, right? So that's one of the things I looked at, and also checking like, hey, what's the power I could, you know, allocate, because I start recently, like several months ago, all these GPU rigs that were not profitable, now they are. And so I had started them on the Leo. Obviously, one of my rig having problem. There are only 3 cards, so they're mainly CMP card having issue. I don't know why, or it's the rig issue, or it's just CMP cards constantly. See, it's mining for almost a day and then dropping and then restarting and then dropping, and then I cannot get this back online after restarting the miner. So have no idea yet. I was trying different things. I'm gonna have to probably try to remove those cards, maybe CMP cards, and try to run just 3060 Ti one card for a little bit and see if it's stable. But right now I have not figured out what's causing this issue, and I tried different coins. I had tried TLS, Ergo, HTN, Xelis, all these recent coins, try to put them up on to mine with them. Let me see on 3060, 3070. What else do you have profitable there? So Aleo is back on number 1 there. Cortex, let me see, 3060 Ti right there. What do we have on 3060 Ti? Again, Aleo, Ergo showing up now, a little bit better stuff. Hate these commercials. All right. So yeah, and then Telestai. Telestai is, I'm not sure what that. It's a Meraki algorithm. To do a little more research on this coin, but it looks like it was a little profitable, almost on the first place a few days ago. So I tried to set up this miner, a fly sheet in my HiveOS, and so I could try that out. So I was trying to do on this rig, but it didn't take it really. I don't want to take from Aleo any other rigs, because right now it's probably most profitable for me at this point, keeping them on the Aleo. The last profitability was not that great. So far I mined 2000 Aleo, which is not that huge amount, but at this point I'm trying to see, maybe I should get some other projects, you know, like try to figure it out what else on 3070s or 3060 Ti, what else I could try, you know. Besides Ergo, I tried it wasn't that great. Maybe Xelis again, with the price popping up, it's looks like Xelis is a little bit more profitable now. But Telestai, haven't tried to mine for the whole day. Maybe that's another one I could try. Let me see the 3070. Yeah, it's the Cortex is on this number 2, and then Xelis again. So maybe I can do between those 2 coins, can try something on the Xelis. But besides the point is going back to Kaspa, right? So what do we have? We have another current reward is 78 Kaspa per block. 73 will be just in about a week, less than a week, 4 days, next reduction, 73. And we have hash rate keep on growing up. The network hash rate on Kaspa is still going up, so that's reducing the profits by a lot. So let's take a look for the last months. What do we have on Kaspa difficulty there? If we go away from November 1st, it was 129. months before that, October 1st 1.114, September 1st 973. So yeah, it did increase in September quite a bit by 200 something, right? Petahash, and then from 1st of October from 114 to 129, 25, another maybe 130 petahash. But then from November 1st to November 30th, it did not increase that crazy, you know, to be honest, from 129, 130, and it's still 130 like on November 2nd. So it did went up a couple times over 130, 1.32 exahash, 1.31 few times, so 133 even on the 12s, but yeah, not that crazy. So about 20 petahash up and downs, but it did not kind of keep on going increase. So Kaspa kind of balancing then 1.3 exahash there, or 1300 petahash. And I don't know if that's gonna stay there for another month or not, or with the ASICs price getting so low, there probably potential is gonna be increase of the hash rate with a little more efficient ASICs, because they're not they're less expensive now, and you can get KS5Ms now, which is the most efficient probably on Kaspa, but it's not very very profitable compared to the other ASICs. Like the Dutch coin is the most now, like on number one. All of the Dutch miners, they're like on number one, and AL lithium miners as well, just because the lithium price went recently went up by quite a bit. I think it went to 1.6 or something like that, right? So but if we go to iceriver ASICs, there are KS5M, it's only doing like $6 on Kaspa, KS5L $2, $2.96 on my 12 cents electric. So they're pretty much, and I wonder if hashrate.no start adding. Yeah, looks like it started to add additional calculation. Look, it's showing 72 Kaspa. So they do base a little bit on transactions. So it looks like they add in some of the transactions into this calculation, because if we go and check just on the Kaspa pool, K1 pool, it will show us only like 56. How is that hashrate.no reporting 72? Because it does adds up the calculation of the transaction currently going on, transaction per second. So I guess the hashrate and .no just start to adopt this idea to add that into profitability. So what else we see here? RX, all the RX miners are kind of almost going to very, very low, like similar to ultras now. And definitely Pro is still not profitable. The KS0 Pros, they're at my electric rate, they're not. KS1, KS3 Pro, and the KS3, I cannot even run the KS3L, KS3M. They're all like out of the game for right now. What am I saying for right now? Because right now it's like, if you want to get some more Kaspa, it's better to buy than pay $3 extra to mine. So they're definitely KS3M, KS3L, and all of these ASICs below KS0 Pros, even KS0 Original, they're all like not profitable at my electric rate. So there's no point to mine them. If I need to get this much Kaspa, so I don't miss out on mining, I could just buy for less, basically less expensive Kaspa, right? Just to buy directly. Anyways, let's see what else for Kaspa. Obviously we have KS5 Pro, which is Still alright. I mean, it's because KS5 Pro is very efficient miner, so it's doing pretty well on Kaspa. It's double of KS5M. Now the price of it, it's still probably almost double, I think, for KS5 Pro if you're buying it. But it's very efficient, so for the future it may maybe makes a lot more sense if you're still interested in Kaspa miners. Not financial advice, but if you are looking to get into the Kaspa mining, that's the one to go with, right? What else for Kaspa? So that's how I basically go about it. I just figure, like, if it looks really well, since hash rate .no reports that back. Let me see if see, it came back with 3200, so now looks like my KS5M board is on. So I don't know what the heck is going on with that board, because it's just turning down. And now when I'm back again, I should get back 15. It just started, okay, showing only 94, but it should go back because it's only 12 minutes, so probably gonna go back to the 15 terahash soon, or 14 point wherever 7, wherever it's keeping there. 14.3 my average, 14.6, that's what I get usually when it's stable, for 14.7 sometimes, but it does not run there yet, so it will take probably a while. I can also check my stats on the tool, which I'm kind of missing here. I used to have that, probably deleted iceriver tool altogether. It's not here. Yeah, so I need to find it. Anyways, to show you the board that it's been missing, but it's now as I restarted, so it's 32. When it's 32 power, I know it's running all the boards here. So that's what's my Kaspa doing. That's what it is. I mean, like, I have to just see the transaction per second, see, like, if it's popping up to 100, it's a really good sign. That's where it's get profitable in KS5L. Obviously KS5M and KS5L get better. It's not just 56, because if I only get in 56 coins, guys, let me just put this right here. At my power cost, I am losing $1.24. So for 56 coins, for my KS5L, I'm going negative. I shouldn't mind that, but just because of those transactions per second, I don't want to miss out those days and just get a little bit of an extra Kaspa there. Then it makes total sense, because I'm doing a little bit of money and getting extra Kaspa, right? So at least I'm not negative on the mining on the Kaspa with KS5L and KS5M. So my BMKS will be negative, because probably gonna be like doing 40 Kaspa there. Will not make any sense at 3400 watts. It will be like I'm gonna be losing $4, right? So if it's 40, or even if I do 50, it's still like it's not gonna help. So definitely not the good choice. And KS3 and KS5M out of the game for right now. So unless we're gonna see a really high jack on the transaction per seconds, so that's gonna maybe increase the profitability. But for the last months, we almost done. Like, tomorrow will be the last day for November, and so with 2 more days, it's not gonna be much more, probably 600 more Kaspa or wherever. So it will be 80, let's say 500 Kaspa a month of November, where a month before, let's see, we did in October 18,000 Kaspa, and the big help was those transactions per second, those minting Kaspa. They're almost added like another 5,000-6,000 Kaspa, I think, to that Kaspa mining. Well, the months before that, in September, was 21,000. There was not much minting going on, but there was still a good amount of Kaspa. The months before that, in August, we did 27,000 Kaspa. Obviously, I had all my KS3 and BMKS running, right? So the months before that, in July, we had 37,000 Kaspa, where I use all of my machines. The KS3M, well, not all of them actually. One of my KS3M was off, but all the KS3s, KS3M1, BMKS. So a total of 103 terahash. So yes, obviously I'm using a lot less hash rate, only 80 terahash. So 50, let's see, 110 in July. What do we use? 103 terahash, right? Yeah, 103 terahash. So let me see what's right now I'm using as in November. Scroll down all the way here. 77. Now it's 77 terahash because I underclock all of my K0 Pros and Ultras, so I'm not wasting power there. And I am down to 77 terahash. So about 26 terahash less from 103, right? 126 terahash less. So that's about 30% less of the hash rate, but still I'm 3 times less getting Kaspa. So yeah, with the emission schedule on Kaspa, it's very, very critical. You get a quickly every month reduction, and so have to watch out very, very closely before this miner is going to be not profitable, right? Now the EDG one start to be profitable. So on the other side, I have used all this power that I cleared out from BMKS, KS3s, and KS3M that I'm not using now. I could turn my DG1 here, which is making like 30 bucks, incredible, in $30 a day, mining sometimes even 32, mining between 95 to 105 Dodge every day. So I could potentially get about 3,000 Dodge a month, right, in average. Now what's with my E9 Pros, they also became profitable now because the ETC price went up to, what do we have now, 30, from $29, $31, dropped to 28, 27 a day ago, but I believe it's 31 was yesterday. I haven't checked today price of the ETC. Let me see right there, Red Panda. Yeah, let me refresh. What do we have on Ethereum Classic? Are we still 30? Oh, it's 32. It's even better now. Yeah, so it's been spiking sometimes to 30, almost 33, I believe, somewhere. Almost 33, yeah, a couple days ago on 27th, 2 days ago. So yeah, it's 32. It's still gonna be a great time for my E9 Pros. All of my Just Miner X41U. I have now 10 of them. Had to turn all 10 of them. I have one. I had 11, but one has some kind of issue. It would not start. The last 2 weeks it stopped mining for some reason. I have to just take it apart. I use external fans on it, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I am getting close to 1. So I will be doing probably around 0.75 and 0.26 on Just Miners X16Qs. I have 2 of these that been running for a long time for now, but it started to make a lot more profits. So before it was like almost breaking even. I mean, they always were a little bit profitable, Just Miner X16Qs, but now they making like $4. So if you compare this to amount of power used. 1200 watts versus these. This is going to be 10 machines now. 10 machines here, right? So 6500 watts versus 1200, almost 6, not quite 6, probably 5 times. 5 times, let's say 5 times more power, and making only half of the profits. Really crazy, right? Anyways, the bottom line, it's still profitable, so I'm gonna keep them rolling. I just, boot up the 4 more rigs there, X4 1U. So that's what the Kaspa basically Asics, the freeing up the power there allows me to switch to the other stuff. Now my KA, CKB or CK Lite miner 6.3 terahash, is that what it is? Let me see. Those are not profitable. Last time I checked, the CK not profitable. CK Lite right there, 6.3 terahash. Yeah, if I'm trying to do CK, it's still negative $2. All right, so if I go Kadena miner KA3, the one miner that I bought, that's odd. It was just showing negative. Oh, look at that. So looks like Kadena back. I could potentially get a little bit better switch with one of my KS5L, because it's doing a lot better. It's making a lot more money on Kadena. I hope this is correct information, because have to give it a try. I'm gonna shut one of my KS5L and turn this one on just to compare. Yes, let's do that test. So that's how it goes with Kaspa. Well, unfortunately, yes, if I have another miner that making $7, why I want to risk and keep my miner? I would rather buy the Kaspa than keep it for 11 cents here, right? So I'm only making 11 cents on KS5L and $7 on this KA3 miner, which should add somewhere here, probably the KA3. This way I could test it out and let it run. Or instead of CK Lite, I don't know if it's ever gonna be profitable. So let me put KA3. What do I have on KA3? Is that what's the KA3 rate? Let me see, KA3. So did I just had open? So they had 2 of them, but they only have 166 terahash. I'm not sure. Do I have 166 or 173? I'm not even sure, but looks like they're both profitable, probably, right? If you think that's you're gonna make a little more Kadena, so I should make 13 Kadena a day. If it's 166, if it's 173, probably a little bit more. So I should turn it back on and see what I'm making. I'll probably start doing that for my KA3. 166 terahash. So I'm gonna add it here on my list. 166 terahash. Hopefully that's what it is. I need to find what pool I'm doing for Kadena. And I need to add Kadena probably here somewhere in the list, because what's the price of KDA right now? It's $1.20. Yeah, it's really well. And what's the Kadena right now on the, let's check the price for Kadena. Where are you? Kadena right here, $1.28. Oh, looks like it went up just today, probably another 10%, right, from $1.15. Okay, well, so Yeah, looks like from 76 cents for the last week, almost doubled in a month, 47, almost 2.5 times. Well, that's a pretty good, yeah, that makes sense. Then it's maybe profitable really indeed. So I guess the hash rate will quickly jump up because a lot of people have those Cardano miners, but still worth a try. I'm gonna give it a try. So anyways, that's it for this Kaspa mining update. Basically, that's where I am. I had to figure out which one I'm gonna run, which one not, so I can turn this one off and use this power for Cardano and hopefully make up for this money. And if I want to keep my Kaspa increasing in the wallet, I'll just better buy a little extra Kaspa with that Cardano mine, right? Or something like that. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you like it, and stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Click the like button, consider subscribing to my channel for more videos, and we'll see you next time.